Hello, and welcome to Pharmacist Answers. I'm Cynthia, and I will be your host. You're listening to my Periscope broadcast turned podcast. Hope you enjoy. People come to the pharmacy counter and ask me all kinds of questions, and it's cool. Today, I had a lady. Now, I want you to imagine this lady. She probably weighed 100 pounds soaking wet. She had her hair all wrapped up in a towel, so I couldn't see her hair. She had on glasses. And then she had on this polo shirt. And this polo shirt was probably like a triple extra large polo shirt. So, teeny tiny toothpick of a woman in this ginormous blanket size shirt. And she comes to my pharmacy counter and she starts off her story like this. Well, I don't have any insurance, so I don't want to go to the hospital. And that's why a lot of people come to me and ask me questions. Because they don't have insurance. Insurance doesn't pay me to answer questions, so they get answers for free from me. I said, okay, well, what's your problem? She holds out her arms like this and says, I was just lit on fire. Do you think I should go to the emergency room? And my jaw just dropped open, and I'm trying not to offend her, but I'm completely shocked at what she's asking me. She had huge blisters on her arms. She said it was all over her belly. The reason she was in the triple extra large polo shirt is because the fire that she caught on burned her clothes off of her. Okay, so lit on fire, burned off your clothes. You had to borrow a giant shirt to come into public to ask the pharmacist, do you think I should go to the hospital since I was just lit on fire? It was all up her neck. Like you could see the burn up her neck. She said that the inside of her nose and her mouth felt burned and it was hurting just to like be able to breathe and swallow and talk. And I said, yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, a giant burn like that needs to be treated by a professional and not just me telling you something to get something over the counter. If her burn had been much worse, she probably would have been unconscious and they would have had to call an ambulance and she would have ended up in a burn unit somewhere, which she would have been taken very good care of in that situation. But because she like walked in and was like, I just got caught on fire, what should I do? Here's my rule of thumb about burns. When it comes to burns from like fires and other things, sunburn's usually not so severe that you need medical treatment. If the burned area, the total burned area, is larger than a softball, you need medical attention. Because here's the truth about burns. If you remember anything from high school chemistry or physics that you might have taken, heat is a type of energy. And energy likes to flow from high energy to low energy, just like water or rocks or anything else that you can think of that like to roll from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill. So, if you have something like fire that's hot and that's at the top of the hill, and your skin, which is relatively cool. Something I didn't know about iPhones. If it overheats, it shuts down and stops and won't let you do anything until it cools down. Heat can damage things, including your iPhone. So I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it was 97 degrees in my car when I got in from work and my phone absorbed that heat and like freaked out, or if periscoping and sending this out causes it to generate heat. We're going to try again, because I was talking about heat and how heat likes to flow downhill. So when you have fire and your skin, or like a hot cell phone and your skin, because I touched it, it was hot, the heat energy flows from the hot place to the cool place. And a lot of times that transfer of energy causes the water in the cool place, if there is any water, to evaporate really fast. So that's how things burn you. Like if you touch your curling iron straightener or something, or like your iron on your ironing board, the temperature difference between the really hot thing in your skin, when that energy transfers to your skin, the water in your skin evaporates so fast that it causes the skin cells to be injured. So that is why you get blisters when you get a burn. So for this lady who said she got caught on fire, and I sent her to the emergency room, burns can lead to dehydration because that moisture in your skin gets evaporated and your skin gets injured. So the evaporation of the moisture from your body plus your body freaking out and trying to heal this injury, those things together can lead your body to dehydrate itself. So that is why medical attention is needed for burns. My rule of thumb, if it's bigger than a softball. If your burn area, or if you have like lots of burn areas, like you get splattered with hot grease, if you add all those areas together and it's the size of a softball, then you probably need medical attention of some kind. Because of dehydration risk. Burns can also lead to infection because you've already injured the cells of that spot on your body by sucking all the water out of it. So now it doesn't necessarily have all of the tools and nutrients it needs to be able to heal itself. So then things can just take the opportunity in that weak spot and cause an infection. And then your body's not able to heal itself fast enough or fight off the infection because that moisture is gone. And so, one of the important tools for natural healing, it has been taken away. So anyway, and the summer is hot. So heat is nothing to play with at all. It can be very dangerous in a lot of ways. So if you play with fire this summer, be safe. If you go to hot places this summer, be safe. So if you're out in the sun, that can burn you really bad. Please be safe. And that is all I have to say. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Bye. Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes so you don't miss an episode. You can find the show notes at pharmacistanswershere.wordpress.com. If you want to join the conversation live, follow me on Periscope at Cyn Hendrix, CYNHENDRIX. You can also share your questions and comments with me on Twitter at Cyn Hendrix or email the podcast at pharmacistanswershere@gmail.com.